the point made. God only knows how history is going to judge us for this moment. But imagine if you yourself was time traveling during COVID. We'll get to that. But first,
I don't know what's going on. This apparently is about time travel. So I'm going to go back about 10 seconds ago and ask you to subscribe to our channel because in the future, robots control the world, and the more subscribers I have, the better my life is.
Yes, if we don't get subscribers, when the robots take over and you want to teach them what human sadness looks like, just show them a picture of our faces and they'll get the hint. So, anyway, yes. So, what I was thinking was, Babylon Bee did an article on this. It's a parody news site. Babylon Bee did an article saying, time traveler comes back from the future, still wearing mask. So he comes through it. And I thought, man, time traveling both ways during this thing must feel surreal. So, think back 8 months ago, and imagine you jumped in the time machine and said, hey, let me just check out the world 6 months from now. You go 6 months in the future, and all of a sudden you're watching virtual fans, which I think has been a dud. Please stop them, whatever sports are doing them. Virtual fans, empty places, everything's locked down. What would cross your mind? I think the virtual fans would freak me out. I'd almost be like, what has gone wrong with this world?
No, I don't know. I think I'd be more surprised that when I go into the supermarket, there's no toilet paper. Like, I'm just more surprised about that, because here's the big news, guys. If you can't wipe your butt with toilet paper, guess what? Take a shower. Plenty of water.
Instead, people are like, it's time to go back to diapers.
I live in a small town, and here's the reality. They've already taken all the TP again, and when they run out of TP, they take all the baby wipes. You know, assholes, some people have babies. Not grown-ass men who are busy playing Fortnite in their mom's basement and they run out of TP.
Like I said, I'm looking for an excuse just to wear a diaper. Just sit here,
well, if Joe
play
Biden,
Fortnite,
if Joe
and
Biden's
never
not,
leave the
if Joe Biden's not wearing Depends, I'll eat this damn table.
So, shockingly, I was thinking about that article, like I said at the beginning. Imagine if a time travel did appear here, and when he came through, he was wearing a COVID mask. He's like, oh, any of you infected?
Yeah, but what I hope happens is we start talking and they realize like an hour later that we're talking about COVID. And he's like, no, that was like 98% survival. This is like COVID X31, which is like 65% lethal. That's why we're acting crazy. You guys, you're acting crazy now? The thing's mostly survivable. You know? What about that 0.8%? What about them?
Yeah, well, banned Skittles. Somebody choked to death the other day.
Look, I'm not saying that I don't think that COVID's serious. I get it. It is. Mm-hmm. But I'm not like worried that I'm going to catch my death when I walk outside. So I'm not like, if they're wearing a mask, like if I time travel 10 months from now, these assholes are still wearing a mask, I don't know what I'm going to do.
If you only went 10 months, maybe you'd be like, oh God. Like, this is worse than I thought.
Well, 10 months is a better litmus test at this point, because if there's more waves after this, then this is a bigger problem.
I think it's been discussed several different ways. If instead of having that live tracker on all the news sites of the corona death, if they had it broken down by age brackets at least, or the survival rate or death rate among people, different age groups, and then it's like 20 and below, and it's like,
look, if Donald Trump can survive this thing, and I get the argument, he's got the best doctors and drugs. Well, look, I mean, to be fair, the drug is the same no matter where you get it from. So, and if there's a vaccine almost developed, if Donald Trump can survive this thing, and Donald, no offense to your health, buddy, you got a good, healthy orange pallor, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, then I believe most people can. I'm not saying everyone can, obviously, but most folks should be okay.
All I needed was an excuse to believe that a steady flow of soda and hamburgers was really the cure, because that's all I've ever seen that man eat.
That's all he needs.
That's all you need.
Hey man, Magic Johnson had AIDS and he's still alive. I guess money fixes most problems you have with disease.
By the way, if you had a time machine, would you go in the future or go in the past?
I'd go in the past.
Yeah, most people I think would. Well, let us know what you think.
You know why? I already know what's happened. I can go a little bit in the past and I will invest heavily into freaking Amazon and Apple. And then cash it out and go live in the mountains somewhere in solitude and quiet.
Like Jack Dorsey competing to be the man on the mountaintop.
Yeah, but Jack Dorsey's a turd. I would actually be a nice person, or you never hear from me. I wouldn't be trying to end your freedom of speech.
Point me.